tracking, when you have a large earthquake, it can typically strike and create other earthquakes. So we had another one. This one was more on land in Humboldt County. This was a magnitude 6.0, right around the same time that magnitude 7.0 occurred. And then locally here, we had another earthquake, this one occurring in Southern Lake County. This happened at 10:47 this morning. I mean, a magnitude 5.8, you would certainly feel that in the North Bay. And again, we talk about the depth of some of these quakes. When they get to a depth of just a mile, that is a very shallow earthquake, and that means it can be felt over a larger area. So that's something we're watching. We have several of these earthquakes. When we talk about the magnitudes of earthquakes, when you start getting into the 6s and the 7s on the magnitude scale, that is a strong to major earthquake. When we get to the magnitude 7.0, like we saw off our coastline, those are pretty rare. We do not see a lot of these around the globe. Globally, only about 18 of these per year. So that can cause some damage. Where we have that 6.0 that was more on land in Humboldt County, that can cause some property damage. It's something, of course, we'll look at very closely. But even that one that occurred in the North Bay, that 5.8, can still cause some property damage. So again, this area where we had the magnitude 7.0, the magnitude 6.0, it is a very well-documented area. It's called a triple junction. That's where a lot of our tectonic plates are coming together in one area. This is also an area that if we have a strong enough earthquake, like we have documented right now from the USGS, that magnitude 7.0 that occurred at about 10:44 this morning, that does have the possibility to generate some waves. Now, we do have a lot of buoys out here. The USGS is going to look at those buoys, see if there is a rise in our sea level, and see if there are waves coming our way. But like Kristen and Julian mentioned, the first chance of seeing some waves here locally, probably closer to noon, shortly thereafter, because the epicenter, again, guys, about 225 miles from the city of San Francisco. But I know a lot of folks felt the shaking. I'm going to try and see if I can update the shake map, see how far and how wide that shaking was felt. But it's uncommon for us to feel this big of an earthquake here in Northern California. Magnitude 7.0 can really cause some issues, and that's why your phone went off. That's why the tsunami warning went off on your phone.